All right, you guys, Halloween just a week away, and for every ghoul and goblin out there, there actually happens to be a sexy version. I mean, there's actually a sexy Bernie Sanders out there somewhere as well. Sexy Halloween costumes, they've been a trend for some time now, but we can't help ask ourselves why. So here to vet that topic with me today, stylist and author Heather Newberger. Hey, Heather.
Hey, how's it going, Natalie?
It's going well. So first, as I explained, Halloween has become this pressure point where it's deemed okay to dress as sexy as you want. And you know what? That's empowering. But when women don't take that route, a lot of other women actually, and men as well, offer a little backlash. Why is that?
Well, I think it's really interesting because what we look at on Halloween is sort of this reverse microcosm of what women are dealing with every single day. So we have this sort of funny American kind of 364 days out of the year. Women are supposed to be dressing really repressed. We're not supposed to be showing too much skin. We're supposed to be, dressing appropriately. Whereas on Halloween, there's kind of this expectation that women dress extremely provocatively, whether that's something they're comfortable with or not. And then on the flip side, if that's not really the person you are, you're sort of put in a strange position where you feel kind of excluded from Halloween if you're not ready to put on some sort of sexy cat costume, let's say.
Right. So can you explain, because we always talk about here, feeling sexy, that is important, feeling confident, but what's the difference between feeling sexy versus sexualization?
Well, feeling sexy is something that really comes from within. It's how you feel about yourself. It's sort of that feeling that you get from the inside that kind of like tingles all the way up and has to do more with the outfits you choose, the people you want to be around. Whereas sexualization comes from outside. It makes you the object. It's how someone looks at you and really makes you the point of their desire as opposed to your own.
And when does that sexy theme become a little bit problematic?
Well, I think as you've just seen there, some of the costumes that we're looking at this year are a little crazy. I mean, sexy Handmaid's Tale, what are we talking about here? But also this idea that we're playing with these sort of tiny outfits, we're showing a lot of skin, and a lot of dress up is really tied to, kids and being a child and childlike things. We're actually dealing a lot with the sexualization of innocence that's in a lot of ways extremely problematic.
So what if there is someone out there who maybe doesn't want to dress like sexy Play-Doh there, but they want to show a little skin on this night out? What should we be considering when we're picking out a costume for that reason?
I think you really want to make sure that the costume you pick feels great on you. So think about why you're choosing it and why it looks great on you and why you want to wear that. Are you wearing those pieces because they feel good on you, or are you really actually just dressing for somebody else? Mm-hmm. These are things I always urge people to do, whether they're shopping for themselves or, I guess in this case, a Halloween costume. But you want to be prepared. You want to know what you're getting into, and you want to feel good about it, just who you are in your very self as much as you can.
You know what, Heather, I have to say, I'm lost on a lot of these costumes, especially we just saw a sexy hard seltzer. What's happening there?
My favorite personally is sexy Bob Ross. He even has the hand puppets.
Yes. And you know what? I just have to say, pizza is already sexy. We don't need to put it into a costume. I love pizza just the way it is. All right, Heather Newberger, we'll see you again next week. We're going to talk more about Halloween. In the meantime, make sure you guys follow her on Instagram at Heather Newberger and also pick up her book, How to Date Your Wardrobe.